Hi everyone, this is Ana Luisa here from Some Studio Milano. I'm here with Marlon.
Hello guys.
Today we are very glad to be taking part at the Isola Design Festival 2021 with our series of talks Back to Materials. This is a series about biomaterials, and today we are talking with product and material designer Ruixue. Ruixue, sorry for my pronunciation, sorry.
Hi guys, no worries at all.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us in our series. We are very glad to have you here. And just for people to get to know you a bit, we have prepared some questions, but before, we would like you to introduce yourself and talk about a bit about your background and field of research.
Yeah, and so my name is Ruixue. I'm a master student from Politecnico di Milano and will shortly graduate in this month. And my researching field is using byproducts from soy milk industry and bamboo industry to make new materials. And I have traveled many countries to study, so I have like a solid background about product design, but material researcher is my new identity. I was thinking it's a great progress for my career.
Yes, that's very interesting because we see how materials are, at the forefront of design, especially now with sustainability, circular economy, circular design. So materials are definitely at the forefront, really. So, in talking about materials and biomaterials, could you explain to people who are watching us what are biomaterials and why did you start to work with biomaterials?
Yeah. I think biomaterials have a lot of meanings. When you're searching it online, might be searching something very scientific, but normally designers saying biomaterial is saying like biosynthetic materials. I first learned this word is from my first year of master's degree. I met a PhD student from Materials Experience Lab, and she introduced this concept to me, and I was totally like love in this concept. I decided to have my final thesis with this, and my supervisor Valentina is also from this Material Experience Lab, so I'm glad.
Yes, that's really nice because we are also in love with this field of biomaterials. As soon as you start researching, it opens up a completely new world to everyone. So, and then talking about that, we would like to talk about your SoyMe project and just talk a bit, how did you come up with the idea? Why did you choose this type of material? And if you have any samples there, you can please feel free to show.
Okay, so I first introduce why I come out with this idea, because soy milk is kind of also a Eastern countries culture. Like in East country, tofu and soybean products have a long history. So we are very normal things, especially for Chinese people. We have like soy machine. You can like the toaster machine at home. You can like make soy milk at home yourself. So I was living in Milan and with my roommate. She's also a Chinese girl. One day I wake up, I saw her have the machine and making the soy milk in the kitchen. I was like so exciting. I said, I want to try with this byproducts to make some materials. And now I'm gonna show you some like this. For example, this one. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Like this black dot is like the bean skin, because the bean have a skin outside. You have like this a little bit dark color, strong fibers. And this one is also, but the problem is you can see the color is like pinkish, because when you add red beans or black beans with the soy beans, so the residues get a natural color with it. And also the fibers are kind of slightly different with the original one. And also I've tried with large pieces like this.
Wow.
But here I broke a little bit. But yeah, you can see it's very flexible and kind of strong. So I'm very happy to have these results like this. Yeah. And so yes, basically I have this material in hand.
And did you think about some applications for this new material? because it seems like a little bit stronger than paper.
Yeah,
but
I think because I read some study from about soybeans, because it may amazing, but 1 kilogram soybean have 1.1 kilogram this soybean curd residues, and this residues is rich of fiber and protein and many elements. So actually, it can be eaten directly, but most time they were considering as bio waste. So they were landfilled or using to fertilizer or feed to the livestock. So it's not really considering for the value add process. So this is my opportunity. We know when it was strong or not, we are considering the fiber, the stiffness of it. So the soybean somehow is adding the fiber with this material.
I see.
Interesting.
And since we can see that you are inspired also by Far East culture, Chinese culture as well. And your other project is the bamboo me. And we would like to know where this inspiration comes from, apart from the culture, because on your website you mentioned that bamboo is not so valued in the East. So we would like you to comment a bit about these thoughts, and also why did you choose bamboo, the properties that you found in this material, and etc. So, yeah.
I think at the very beginning, like Eastern countries, as you said, have a long history of using bamboo. So we considering the bamboo as a conventional material. So we're using it for construction, to make furniture, to cook, and to do everything. But it's like a traditional way. And in Western countries, they think bamboo is more like pandas food. And pandas food, and also they may think about it like a alternative for wood. So if you think bamboo is alternative for wood, so its quality is like not as good as wood. But in nowadays, with a lot of researching about the bamboo, we consider it, it's like we change a perspective to look at this material. Like in Western countries now, because you don't have like a ancient time of using this material, you have a contemporary like perspective to considering bamboo. Like you get inspiration from how Eastern country using it, and now people are more getting interested into this. Because, for example, I think there is a lot of industry was using bamboo fiber to make fabric, and I think this is also a very inspired part of this. And I think what inspired me to do this project is because I read one research. They said the bamboo can extraction starch, like bamboo starch, and the byproduct is bamboo fiber. It's very interesting, and I thought if this can scale up, it can be some opportunity. And also I know that near Milan there is a bamboo forest, so I think bamboo maybe can be potato, and tomatoes is all over the world and solving the problems of energy.
Yeah, and you have any samples with the bamboo materials, byproducts that you are creating?
Yeah, so, and this one, you can see it's very thick, and the quality here, you can see this fiber, you can see is very obvious, and it's very rough, but you also can very like light, smoothie, and flexible, like paper, but more soft and flexible. And also you can have something very more brittle. If we can hear the sound like this.
And this is the natural color?
Sorry?
This is the natural color?
Yeah, it's a natural color.
White?
Yeah, because I think when you extraction the fiber will be the white, because when you cut the bamboo, and actually the inside they have a lot of different species of bamboo. So there was something over there. Yeah, I didn't really dive into the supply chain, but that's what I would like to do.
Yes, interesting.
And since you did all this research in the university, because you mentioned that they are university projects,
Yes.
we would like to know what was the support that you got from the university, because we see that universities are becoming hubs of innovation for new materials. So we would like to know if this is the case for you and at your university.
I feel this very inspiration with my supervisor, Valentina, and I think it's Stefano Maffei. Those professors, they have starting from 2015, they starting to write some methodology about DIY materials and material-driven design, which is guiding you how to experience with material and how to understand the material, tankering with material, and how to apply the material in the market. This is, I feel, it's very important because I have material on my hand, but I don't know how to apply them in the market. I didn't find the value of it. So my supervisor guided me to use this methodology. I feel quite useful. It's given me like a solid like construction of my researching. So I'm lucky, I would say.
Yeah, that's interesting, because we see that one of the difficulties about new materials is exactly communication, how you should communicate, about these new materials. So yeah, it's very nice that your supervisors are giving you all this support. It's really important. I'm saying this because I'm also a communicator, so I always think communication walks hand in hand with design. So
yes.
And now talking again about biomaterials, what do you think is the future of biomaterials? Do you see biomaterials as something that will really be at the forefront of design, or what do you think?
Yeah, I see biomaterial more like we will have a closer or deeper collaboration with supply chain, because when only with supply chain you can know exactly what's the problem there and how you can change, like we say, circular economy back there, and how we really make sure we are sustainable even in the manufacturing process. So I think if we can solving this supply chain problem, we can on the market and we can make a better sustainable world.
Yes, we agree with you. At least I agree.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just curious. Are you already in contact with some companies to apply this
material? Unfortunately, not. I sent some email.
Probably not yet.
Yeah.
But this is a good opportunity.
But how about these companies? Did they even answer you, or how did they respond to your approach?
Actually, I think maybe I was contact them at the very beginning, so the material is not very like now, like so solid a lot. So maybe they were like interesting. They were like some didn't respond, but some is like, if you want to have some help or want some data, we would like to share with you.
Nice.
So that's it's a good start point.
Yeah, very good. You should keep trying as you evolve with your research. So, and another thing we are curious about is that nowadays we see that designers are a bit of alchemists and activists, because they work with science, and at the same time they share their findings in a way to raise awareness about sustainable products, about circular design, circular economy. So we would like to ask you, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself a bit like an alchemist or an activist, or you want to become one, or how do you see yourself?
I feel
as a designer, of course.
Definitely, I would like to spread out the idea of biomaterials and material research to everyone, because I feel this is the right thing and this is the future of our sustainable world. But I feel like it's really hard, because you want to scale up a material. It's not a simple thing. You have to experts, like you said, scientists from other fields, and you have like supply chains. And so I think through these activities, people might, like designers could gradually build up their teams, and they will like make a progress with this. For example, through this chat, maybe people will know more about this material and be interesting. More people working with bamboo, and I also contribute to the biomaterials. Yeah, I was thinking this.
Yes, because in the end, circular economy, circular design is all about collaboration. So it's really impossible, I believe, to do anything without collaboration if you want to build a sustainable world, basically. And okay, so the next question we would like to know is what or who inspires you nowadays?
Okay. So actually, in most cases, I got inspiration from my life experience, because I feel you only you see it, you feel it, and you have problem with it, you will have a really good insight with the solutions. And sometimes I also have like random pictures I get through will inspire me, because like maybe they don't have any connection, but maybe the color I want to use in my material, maybe the woven technique I want to try. So I feel it's the inspiration is everywhere. Sometimes it's just flee in your mind and you catch it. Yeah.
Nice. And what's the part of your work you enjoy the most? I don't know, maybe researching or conceptualizing, prototyping.
Okay, so I was a prototyping, because in the prototyping stage, you have like material in your hand, you feel it, you touch it, and you imagine it's in the market. So it's the most enjoyable part.
Yeah, it must be very interesting, more concrete, you know, you see the result basically, right?
Do you run workshops, or do you think about doing?
No, actually, I run workshops with my roommates. They want to have some. I can show you. I made a workshop with them. We made because there was spring, and they collect the flowers from the downstairs, and I tried for them to make these flowers and the nature things for them. It's because the biomaterial is very easy, and somehow you connect the nature in your materials and you save there. It's very interesting.
It's a good exercise to do in times of pandemic, no?
Yes.
Because we are always at home, so it's
at least you can do something with your hands, be creative.
Yeah, sure.
And where do you see your work going next? What are your plans?
Yeah, I will say yes, supply chain as well, because I want to. Because now I was using bamboo fiber I bought from the market, but maybe later I want to use, for example, real waste from supply chain, or I could progress it to make it to something I can use. So I feel like I need to learn more about the supply chain.
Okay, and what's the role of the designer in our contemporary world? The main role.
Wow. I feel like designers are like the rule changers in nowadays. It's changed the rule of the manufacturing about lifestyle or the economy shaped. Also, you can see the designers at the back. So we are shouldering responsibility to the society.
Yes,
definitely.
You are opening the path for a lot of sustainable circular changes. Okay, and another question, sorry, we have for you is, for you, what do sustainability and circular design mean to you, to your work?
I feel this is a good way to make the product or make your concept to ready to the market, because circular economy or like this manufacturing supply chain, they were somehow proof that your work is accepted by majority of the world. Like so somehow it shows that you are doing the right thing. So
yeah. And our last question is, what do you think is the biggest challenge that designers face to help us shifting from a linear economy to a circular economy?
I still like like you said, like the communication, the collaboration is with the supply chain, also with other experts from other fields. It's very important to have a team and like the communication collaborations.
Yes, and sometimes it's difficult to find companies that are open to collaborate or to share their data. So yeah, although I think I'm more optimistic nowadays that companies are also moving towards this direction because it's really the future.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we reached the end of our talk. Thank you so much for your time. We really enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you as well.
And tomorrow we will be back with another Back to Materials. I hope you guys who are watching us like the talk, and I hope you will be back. You will be back with us tomorrow, 3 p.m. as we'll be talking to another designer.
And we would like to invite people to see the work.
Yeah,
on our Instagram, on Isola platform. I don't know if you have a website.
Yeah, if you have your website, if you can also tell us.
I know that you have Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's only Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, so we invite people to follow Ruixue. Sorry for my pronunciation. It's horrible.
But on Isola platform, there is
there is also the page, and you guys can get all the details and follow up with her research. And once again, thanks a lot, Isola, for this space. We are always very happy to be talking to designers and to be finding about new materials and projects. So I guess we see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.